The News 4 Rundown starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the News 4 Rundown. I'm Un Yang. It's Thursday, August 6th. We will get to some of today's top stories in just a few minutes, but first tonight we are talking about the forecast. Fast-moving storms pummeled our region this evening. Take a look at just how quickly rain passed through the district. This all happening just over the course of an hour. And there is still some rain on the radar tonight, and there's a chance we can see even more showers tomorrow. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Joseph Martinez joins us tonight to help us plan the rest of our evening and the start for the weekend. Joseph, I think I heard some storms right in our studio.
Yes, we have a second round of really heavy rain and thunderstorms moving through the DC metro area. Take a look at this amazing live picture from the National Harbor. We have clear skies towards Prince George's, but here we have another round of heavy rain and storms moving across the DC metro area. Right now it's 84, but it's very humid out there. It's feeling like 91 degrees. Take a look at Storm Team 4 radar. Lots of rain moving from the west. Right now we have thunder, lightning, and heavy rain moving towards Bethesda, Arlington, Alexandria, moving towards downtown right now. And all of this line of rain is moving towards Prince George's County. It should be reaching near Clinton, Maryland, about 7:50 and 8 p.m. tonight. I'm also tracking more rain to the south. Another line of rain. It's moving closer to Fredericksburg, Stafford, and Spotsylvania counties. No severe thunderstorms right now, but very heavy rain. I'm expecting these showers to continue for about an hour, and after 8:30 or 9 p.m., things are gonna calm down and we're gonna have dry conditions after 9 p.m., but it's gonna be warm all night with temperatures near 80 degrees. Tomorrow, we're expecting another round of afternoon storms. I'll have the full forecast in just a few.
All right, we'll see you then. Joseph, thank you. We are following breaking news tonight out of Landover. Police are searching for the person who shot and killed a man this afternoon. Chopper 4 flew over the scene on Stoddard Lane. Witnesses told police around 4:30 this afternoon they heard several shots fired and people screaming. When police arrived, they found the man dead at the scene. The shooter allegedly drove away in a truck. News 4's Jackie Benson is on the scene and we'll have an update coming up tonight on News 4 at 11. We are also following new developments in the reflecting pool vandalism case against a former Olympian, David Hearn. Charges against Hearn have officially been dismissed. He was arrested earlier this summer after he was seen by National Guard members and the U.S. Park Police kneeling down by the pool. Prosecutors moved to dismiss the case against him, saying that damage was a result of flawed installation by the contractor. Hearn's attorney released a statement tonight saying in part, quote, Davy Hearn is innocent and today's dismissal reflects that simple fact. But this case never should have been brought in the first place. The Department of Justice's decision to seek an indictment was a miscarriage of justice. Let's take a live look from the White House tonight, where President Trump is making a new attempt at limiting birthright citizenship. The president signed 2 new executive orders this afternoon. The orders are focused on what the president calls birth tourism. They seek to deny U.S. citizenship to babies born in the United States when the birth is linked to a travel visa. Another order seeks to further restrict citizenship for the children of foreign diplomatic staff. Earlier this year, the Supreme Court ruled that people born in the U.S. are guaranteed citizenship by the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Today's orders will likely face legal challenges. And the order comes as a federal judge decided to allow the Trump administration to end temporary deportation protections for Haitians in the United States. The move follows a Supreme Court decision that ruled the president had the right to end the program. The Trump administration now has the ability to strip TPS from hundreds of thousands of Haitian migrants and force them to leave the country. News 4's Mauricio Casillas joins us now to tell us how this change is affecting Haitians in our region, no longer protected from deportation.
Haitians in the U.S. became eligible for temporary protected status, or TPS, in 2010 after the devastating earthquake that rocked Haiti. TPS allows Haitian immigrants to work in the country, with an estimated 350,000 receiving temporary protection from deportation. But now their status in the country is in flux, with an administration official telling NBC News that ICE plans to ramp up arrests and deportations. It's something particularly concerning for one woman I spoke with who asked that we keep her identity anonymous. Her husband is a Haitian with TPS. They live in the DMV and have 2 young children.
Now, within the thoughts of, okay, he could be deported next week, I'm just trying to really take it one day at a time.
She says TPS offered security to her family. Both she and her husband work full-time jobs, and he is no longer eligible to work. She fears what would happen if her husband has to go back to Haiti. The U.S. State Department has issued a do-not-travel warning for the country, citing crime, violence, and unrest.
It's beyond difficult. I'm trying to formulate the words, but all I can think about is just the difficulty of just being able to say, okay, your life can change within an instance. And so now you have to figure out, okay, so if this were to happen for him to go into a country that has zero security, zero protections, what's going to happen?
Montgomery County has a Haitian population of about 5,000 people, many of those with TPS.
It's a period of panic, fear, shame, and the folks they don't know pretty much what to do at this point now.
Rodrigue Vital, Montgomery County's Caribbean liaison, is Haitian. He says he's concerned about the impact this latest ruling could have on his community. The county is directing residents to the Gilchrist Immigrant Resource Center for help in navigating the legal limbo TPS holders are now facing.
A little compassion for a great country like the United States will do a lot. But that's not what the Haitians are seeing. So it's painful to deal with.
In a statement to News4, a DHS spokesperson said, quote, Haiti's TPS was granted following an earthquake that took place over 15 years ago. It was never intended to be a de facto amnesty program, yet that's how previous administrations have used it for decades. What we would say now is it's closing time, which means you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, end quote. And now families of mixed status are left wondering what the future holds for them.
We just continue to just pray that, we can make it through the next day.
Mauricio Casillas, News 4.
TPS for immigrants from El Salvador is set to expire on September 9th, which could also have a big impact on our region. The issue is also being challenged in the courts. The days of summer are slowly drifting away, sadly, and that means back to school is right around the corner. Both Virginia and Maryland are offering tax-free days for you to get a bit of deal on back-to-school supplies. So Virginia has a tax-free weekend tomorrow through Sunday. Qualified school supplies that are less than $20 each, and clothing and footwear less than $10 or $100 or less will be tax-free. And Maryland's tax-free week starts on Sunday and runs through next Saturday. Maryland's tax-free items apply to clothing and footwear that are $100 or less. The first $40 of any backpack or book bag purchase are also tax-free. And back-to-school shopping can be a financial challenge for many families. Today, dozens of local kids had a helping hand before the first bell rings. Commanders linebacker Leo Chanel teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington to make sure dozens of students head back to class with new backpacks full of essential supplies. About 100 children were able to get the new supplies. Chanel took some time to answer some questions, too, and hand out the backpacks.
I just want to be able to come out here, support this great community. It's amazing to be able to see all the faces, all the happy faces of the kids, the energy that they bring.
Response was great. They were loud, they were excited, they was motivated, they was happy to see a legend as in Leo Chanel here, being a part of the community, welcome them into the family, Northern Virginia family and the Commander family.
We love to see what the Commanders are doing off the field. The Commanders and the Boys and Girls Club partnered with the GDH law firm to make this event a success. Well, speaking of back to school, it's move-in day at Howard University, and there's been a lot of buzz about this new class of incoming students. You may recall that Howard unenrolled about 500 students for missing tuition deadline before readmitting about 200 of them. As News 4's Dominique Moody reports, more and more students want to attend Howard, and that's creating some challenges.
The beginning of a new chapter for the more than 2,700 incoming freshmen at Howard University.
I'm feeling excited but nervous at the same time. I grew up just always knowing that Howard would be the place I ended up.
Howard's class of 2030 and their families came from around the country and world. Cars filled with all the items they needed. For some parents, move-in is bittersweet.
Nervous,
Nervous?
Wish she didn't have to go, but at the same time, I'm happy for her.
At least 33% of the incoming students are first-generation students. More than 211 are entering with a 4.0 GPA, and less than half of the class are deemed Pell-eligible students.
I'm encouraged. They keep getting smarter. The downside to that is I just worry about how many we can take, and the fact that if you come from a low-income circumstance or a school district that wasn't the greatest and you don't get the same prep, does that, put you at a disadvantage?
As a new Bison faithful moves in, it comes on the heels of enrollment issues. For weeks, News 4 has told you about the more than 502 students who were unenrolled from the university for missing tuition payment deadlines. Some students say they were waiting for scholarships and financial aid to post. Howard maintains it reached out to incoming students about the deadlines multiple times. Howard tells News 4 more than 200 students have been reinstated, like Reese Renty's son.
100% stress. He had 80% of his tuition was on a scholarship, so we only had a little bit of, to pay. Some young men that alumni from Howard, they actually heard about my son's story and cleared his balance. We didn't even have to pay that $1,600.
Now that the 2,700 freshmen are prepared for a new start, the administration, along with parents, say they want to ensure the young scholars they have what they need to succeed.
I'm really excited for her to be on campus. It's great to be back. It's just awesome to have a full circle moment. To come here and bring your baby is amazing.
We're going to continue to tweak our enrollment management process to make sure that we don't leave those students behind or we don't take away their opportunity.
And classes are expected to start on August 17th. From Howard University, Dominique Moody, News 4.
Much more to come tonight on the News 4 Rundown. First, though, let's check back in with Storm Team 4 meteorologist Joseph Martinez. Hi, Joe.
Hey, I'm still tracking showers in Montgomery County, D.C., and moving towards Prince George's County. We're going to have a little drop in the humidity for parts of the weekend. I'll tell you when, coming up next.
Still ahead in your weekend scene, this is your warning not to be a scrub. But you should go chasing waterfalls. Also, where you could be playing a brand new musical instrument in Montgomery County, a Mardi Gras parade in the district. Why is there a Mardi Gras parade in August? We're gonna solve that and so much more on the way on News 4.
Plus, I'm helping you find places to eat around the DMV like I do. That'll make you feel good and feel full. My conversation with Ted Oberg and the new News 4 I team and for more context coming up. Yet another produce problem to be aware of as that stomach bug outbreak linked to shredded lettuce lingers 3 weeks on. The CDC now says there is a new Salmonella outbreak involving jalapeno peppers. At least 345 people in 27 states have become sick after eating the chili peppers distributed by Coast Citrus Distributors. The CDC says many of the people who became sick are in Minnesota and Colorado. They reported eating from Mexican-style restaurants, including Chipotle and Qdoba. That was between June 14th and July 14th.
This is foodborne illness season. I'm going to be very honest. We tend to see microorganisms, outbreaks from microorganisms like Salmonella and Cyclospora from May to October. I think what's uncommon this year is that the size of the outbreak is so big, and we've never seen a Cyclospora outbreak as large as this one. So that tells me something new and different is going on.
All right, so Coast Citrus Distributors has issued a recall of the jalapenos, and both Chipotle and Qdoba say they've removed the products from their menu. We want to hear from you, too. How has this outbreak affected your eating habits? Have you reduced the amount of vegetables you're eating because of the foodborne illnesses? You can let us know right now in the NBC Washington app or in NBCWashington.com. Right now, 56% saying, yes, it has changed your habits by a lot. Well, many of you might be thinking ahead for weekend plans. This is a good time to start. Finding a new spot for dinner in D.C. can be daunting. There are a lot of options out there, but News 4 is working for you. I spent some time with Ted Oberg and our 4 More Context team to talk about the state of the D.C. restaurant industry, including some of my favorite go-to spots.
Not the easiest time for restaurants.
No.
But are there still great places to hit?
Absolutely. They're always will be a place to go that's going to give you a great experience.
And how did you pick?
I don't know, places that make me feel good.
Yeah, which means?
Great hospitality, not just great service, but great hospitality. And you feel like you've had a good, satisfying meal, and you walk out feeling, okay, I'm coming back.
Our colleague Eun-Yang is more than just some casual diner. The DC restaurant scene is her beat here at News 4. She talks to owners all the time and has told us about the tough times they face. But she's also the first person I turn to for a great recommendation in DC. All right, so 4 great spots.
Okay, let's start with a DC classic. Red Hen in the Bloomingdale neighborhood. Great Italian food, great service, great vibes. The chef and owner, Mikey Friedman, is tops, and his executive chef, Robert Kane, is killing it over there.
And is there a can't miss thing that I have to get?
Off menu, cacio e pepe. It's not on the menu.
Okay.
There you go. You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
You. 2.
Buna Coffee House in Petworth. If you want your coffee and breakfast done right, but do not sleep on the Ethiopian dishes on the menu.
Number 3.
Cielo Rojo in Tacoma Park, Maryland. I love Mexican food, and this is where you go for all your favorites. You're gonna get your tacos and your enchiladas, your carne asada, great guacamole, great margaritas, and a good old time.
What's the first thing you get? Sit down and I say, I want?
A margarita.
Salt,
And
no salt, rocks or ice?
Salt, rocks, and the guacamole.
Same way I do
It is the only way to do it.
Which brings us to our 4th spot.
Last but certainly not least, Maquetto on H Street, one of DC's best.
And it has been going on 11 years now.
Yes, unbelievable.
great. It's good for them.
2015, truly Eric was one of the pioneers of H Street.
Walk me through this menu and tell me what are the must-haves.
So I love Maquetto because it is a community space. You can get coffee, you can get food, you can get cocktails. It is open morning to night, and there's Cambodian and Taiwanese influenced food, and can't go wrong. The bao is so delicious, the dumplings are so delicious, but the fried chicken is the winner. You always get the fried chicken if you go to Maquetto. You can get it in a sandwich or just a fried chicken. It's delicious. This is just one part of a bigger conversation. They're looking at the state of DC's restaurant industry and a push to raise restaurant wages. You can watch the whole For More Context Friday. That's tomorrow on the News4 Rundown at 7:30, or right now in the NBC Washington YouTube page. That QR code will take you right there. See, Joseph, now you have a lot of restaurants you need to go to.
I'm taking notes here because I haven't been to any of those.
Not one?
I need to watch the episode.
Okay, good. Listen, while you've been sitting here this last half hour, I've heard the storms coming through and then rain on the roof, but is it over already?
It is over here. They are moving towards Prince George's County, but these are just the typical summertime storms that they just dump a lot of rain in 30 minutes and they're gone.
Okay.
Yes, so if we're thinking about having those dinner plans outdoors, please keep in mind that tomorrow we're gonna have similar patterns. So take a look at a live view from Reston like nothing ever happened. Just beautiful skies right now. Sunset is close to 8 p.m. and tonight it's still muggy out there with some scattered storms. They're moving out, but tomorrow and Saturday it's gonna be humid with afternoon storm chances. Sunday, humidity decreases a little bit, and that is gonna make Sunday the best of the weekend because it's gonna be mostly dry. Rain chances decrease for your Sunday. Here's a live view from National Harbor. Right now, it's still 81 degrees in the city. Humid, feeling like 86, but earlier, before the rain, it was feeling near 100. Storm Team 4 radar is showing how these storms are weakening. Take a look at the colors. They are going from red to green, and that means that they are losing intensity, which is good. Now the rain is moving out of the district, but it's starting to rain in parts of Prince George's County, like College Park. Hyattsville seeing some light to moderate rain, and this line of showers is going to continue to move through parts of Prince George's County until 8:30 p.m. tonight. In Northern Virginia, another line of rain is crossing the area of Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania counties. It is also weakening, so we are not tracking any severe warnings right now. For the rest of the evening, about 1 hour, this rain is going to continue to affect some of our suburbs, but then after 9 p.m., I'm looking at mostly dry conditions with warm temperatures near 80 degrees until midnight. Here is future future weather for the next couple of hours, mostly dry in the DC metro area tonight. Maybe some light rain back to the west along the mountains near the West Virginia border. And then for your Friday, just like today, plenty of dry time in the morning. But here we go, Friday at 5 p.m., another round of heavy rain, thunderstorms moving through the area. Here's Friday at 7:30 p.m., more thunderstorms, and then for 10 p.m. on Friday, everything is dry. So these typical showers in the afternoon due to the heat and humidity. Tomorrow, just like today, it's gonna feel near 100 degrees, so it's gonna be really uncomfortable in the afternoon. And keep in mind for your Friday dining plans outdoors, we do have that afternoon storm chance for tomorrow and for Saturday. Here's something for 10-day outlook. 92 for tomorrow, but feeling near 100. Similar for Saturday. Sunday and Monday are mostly dry, but still hot, with highs between 92 and 94, and the highs in the 90s continue until next Wednesday.
All right, Joseph, thanks so much. Well, we are very close to the weekend now. And if you haven't made plans yet, we have you covered. Here's News 4's Tommy McFly with the weekend scene.
We're nowhere near Fat Tuesday, but there's a Mardi Gras parade happening in D.C. this weekend. So naturally, we wondered why.
It was supposed to happen in January, the weekend of our ball, but naturally the weather did not permit.
Snow Creek.
The most exciting thing about Mardi Gras, and which I remember as a child, was catching the trinkets. In New Orleans, we kind of throw, but here we'll toss, lightly, so, until, the folk in D.C. get accustomed to, how we party.
The crew of Pyro's Mardi Gras Parade steps off 10 a.m. 6th and I in Chinatown on Saturday.
So the parade is coming around. It will end at Anthem Road. Two folk from D.C., so it's going to be a great party, a great nod to both cultures.
The Mystics are home playing against Atlanta on Friday night and Phoenix on Sunday afternoon in Congress Heights. Do not be a scrub. It is the final weekend for you to see TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool musical at Arena Stage. And in Montgomery County, it is Uke Fest. Yes, as in ukulele. So this is a chance, if you got the time and money, to learn immersively the instrument in just a few days.
The ukulele has come a long way, baby. It is used in every style of music.
The festivities are at Strathmore, and there's a big performance for everyone to attend on Wednesday.
What we all really value is bringing the community together, having a great time, using this for the good of the community, and having a really entertaining, fun show.
And it's the age-old question, will it float or will it sink? I'm talking about the annual cardboard boat regatta at Lake Ann in Reston. People make their own boats out of cardboard, and then they race them starting at 1 o'clock on Saturday in heats. I'm Tommy McFly. Have an awesome weekend.
The players have the day off, but competition has been heating up at Commanders training camp. Dozens of players fighting for a roster spot and for bragging rights. Our team insider JP Finley has more now on some of the one-on-one battles happening this week.
Commanders fans are understandably super excited about the signing of Stefon Diggs, but throughout training camp, there has been a lot of strong work. When you get to the one-on-one matchups, when the players have pads on, that's when you see these guys really giving it everything they've got, and it's been fun to watch.
I think that's always just good competitive work, fine-tuning your routes, and just being able to know you can win one-on-one.
It's just help our technique. When we get in game, we'll know our hand placements and our foot fire. Most definitely something to look forward to. I feel like it can help all of our games. And to be a running back in the NFL, you have to pass protect for sure.
Obviously, you're competing against very good athletes, but it's like, something that you might not pull out during the team period. You can try to pull out one-on-one, see what works for you, what doesn't work. So I like doing stuff like that.
It's mostly for receivers because they have no pass rush. It's like it's just showing, it helps defenders show that they really can, stand on the island by themselves, I think it's just an opportunity for them guys to get over there and just work everything that we've been working on, individual, pre-practice, post-practice, just, all the drills we work, man, just go out there and, work your fundamentals, work your technique. And it's for bragging rights in the locker room because every time we go in the locker room, if any receiver make a play on you or any DB make a play on you, you're going to hear that in the locker room. So it's like, you better come out here and make a play.
They're going to let me know whenever they get me. So it's good back and forth, but it's all for the love of the game and the love of competing.
One of those backs you see out there catching passes, that would be Rashad White, free agent brought in this offseason from Tampa to be an outlet for Jaden Daniels. And those two have a long history. They were teammates together back at Arizona State University, and White knows Daniels through and through.
Obviously, he matured and he's grew a ton, of course, since we was together in college. But like, other than that, I think, how he handles and go about his business, how he up early, how he attacks the day, how he attacks and really loves how he talks about football. You got a guy like that out there, and he's so talented, and the way he attacks the game. I mean, you're going to be in every game.
Thursday's an off day for the Commanders, but Jaden Daniels, come Friday morning, he might be throwing the ball to Steph Diggs. Cover the Commanders in Ashburn, I'm JP Finley.
How about that? That was big news. And that's going to do it for the News 4 Rundown for this Thursday night. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to join us tonight for News 4 at 11. For now, I'm Un Yang. Have a great night, everyone.